I've got a new buddy to talk about. Well, a new earbuds. These are the Echo Buds. Let's talk about them. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, BMAC. And if this is your first time here to this channel, welcome, thanks for stopping by, and make sure you subscribe with all notifications turned on so that you never miss another video on this channel. Or if you've been here before, or if you're already subscribed, welcome back. We are taking a look at the brand new Amazon Echo Buds. Now I know there's a lot of buzz going around about these buds. We're gonna address all of that in this video. So let's dive right in here. Let's start talking about these Echo Buds bad boys. Jeez, a lot of B's in this video. Buds, boys, bad. First things first, breaking down the design of the Echo Buds. So probably one of the first things you'll notice is how the Echo Buds only come in one color, black. With that color black being kind of a mix between glossy black and matte black throughout the case and the earbuds themselves. Not really an issue for me, because I'm kind of all about that matte black lifestyle anyway, but it probably would have been cool to see another color option, at least white with these things. But black is the only color option right now, and in addition to the earbuds themselves, you actually get several different size ear tips to use with them. These earbuds are in-ear ear tip style earbuds, so you do have small, medium, or large ear tips to actually choose from when using your earbuds. And in addition to the different size ear tips, you actually get these pretty cool, rather unique wings, I think they're called, to use with the earbuds as well. Now these are completely optional, you don't have to use these, but they could actually be used in conjunction with your earbuds to help them fit into your particular ear size and ear shape a little bit better. Personally, I haven't found a need for them, so I don't use them, but you do have different sizes available for these as well. The wings come in small, medium, or large, and you could either choose to use them or not, totally up to you, but nice that those are included in case you want them. Now taking that a step further in terms of comfortability, I haven't found the Echo Buds to be super comfortable, but they're also not super uncomfortable either, if that makes sense. They take a little getting used to, because you'll see the way you put them in, if you put them in your ear, they actually kind of go up into your ear. The body of the earbud itself kind of rests in the upper part of your ear as opposed to going down or pointing out like some other earbuds do. They're pretty securely fit into there as long as you have the right ear tips picked out and all that, and you can see, instant headache, but these aren't coming out. Okay, I got a migraine. So they're secure, they're not gonna fall out, they're gonna be fine for working out or any kind of physical activity. Not too bad in terms of comfortability, just maybe a little bit of a learning curve or adjustment period that you're gonna have when using them. Personally, I like using earbuds that you can't really even tell are in your ears in terms of comfortability. Not really the case with the Echo Buds, but again, maybe over a couple weeks time or even a couple days time, you'll just get used to it and it will feel more like there's not actually earbuds in your ears. And the buds themselves are pretty decent build quality. They don't feel cheap, they don't feel fragile, but at the same time, they don't feel like super premium quality. And like I mentioned earlier, you do have a mixture between matte black and glossy black on the earbuds and on the case itself. Not really a fan of the glossy black. I would have preferred the entire case and the entire earbuds to be just straight up matte black. You could already see the glossy black parts of the Echo Buds scratching pretty easily. And the buds themselves, they aren't super small or minimalistic. They do feel a little bulky, again, when they're in your ear, going back to what I said earlier. Especially if you start using the wings with the Echo Buds, things could get a little bit bulkier than you might be used to, which might be good for a secure fit, but not really good for that minimalistic kind of low-key kind of vibe you might be going for. So that little bit of bulkiness actually carries over to the case as well. The case itself isn't overly large. It's pretty decently sized considering the size of other earbuds cases these days. But the clamshell design where you actually open up the case like this, that clamshell kind of design right there, not really my thing. It kind of just makes the top lid part of the case a little bit plasticky feeling. It feels kind of fragile, like it would probably break pretty easily if I were to accidentally sit on this or drop it. Not cheap, but not necessarily super high quality either. So kind of in between. And then also just the simple opening and closing of the case, not always, like you just saw right there, not always easy either. It's kind of takes a little finicking around. Finicking around, is that a word? Finicking? Just the case I feel like is a little bit difficult to maneuver. Sometimes it closes on itself and sometimes it's hard to open, so it's a little slippery too. I feel like there could be a couple improvements made to the actual case design itself in addition to the earbuds design. But all in all, after having said all that, in terms of build quality, the Echo Buds and the Echo Buds case, not bad. Good build quality, definitely room for improvement. Probably not something you would think is premium quality or a premium feel, but they kind of do what they're supposed to do in terms of design. I'll give them a pass. They're good. Not great, but good. But one of the most important features of these Echo Buds is probably one of its most important selling points, and that is the hands-free Alexa voice technology connectivity. These buds actually allow you to talk and connect to Alexa through the Echo Buds completely hands-free, using nothing more than just the sound of your voice. And I gotta be honest, this is pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of Alexa and her artificial intelligence, her as a virtual assistant, and to get that built-in hands-free into a pair of earbuds, pretty cool. If you have any Echo devices in your home, if you've used the Echo Dot or just the regular Echo, it's kind of like having that, but just in your ear because it's hands-free. It makes things a heck of a lot easier when you're trying to connect with the Alexa voice service on the go, because now all of a sudden, it's at the ready at any given time. Personally, it's pretty rare for me to actually have to have hands-free Alexa at any given moment throughout my day. I have an Echo device in every single room in my apartment, so I could always connect to her that way. And then you can program other headphones or earbuds to work with Alexa, they just probably aren't gonna be hands-free. So it's not like the Echo Buds are exclusive to giving you that Alexa voice technology connectivity. You do have other options available, but I think it's that hands-free option that makes them pretty unique. But then again, you do have to think when you'll actually utilize that. If you already have other Echo devices throughout your home, chances are you don't really need that built into your earbuds. But that likely will be helpful on the go or outside of the home where you don't have an Echo device at the ready. Just remember to connect to the Alexa voice service, you will have to have the Alexa app running in the background of the connected device that your Echo Buds are connected to. That is how the hands-free Alexa voice service works on the Echo Buds. They go through the app on your connected smartphone or other device. So just keep that in mind, you will have to have the connected device that has the Alexa app downloaded and paired to these Echo Buds nearby at all times in order to actually utilize the hands-free Alexa voice technology connectivity. So all in all though, hands-free Alexa, pretty cool to have. Is it something you're gonna use every single waking moment of the day? Maybe, if you're constantly on the go and you have your phone right in your pocket, but around the house, around the home, maybe even in your office, probably not. Like I said, there are other earbuds or headphones on the market that give you similar functionality already. But now that we got that out of the way, let's go back to the active noise reduction we were talking about earlier. Active noise reduction, active noise canceling. How is the active noise reduction on the Echo Buds? Well, let's kind of distinguish that for a second here because I know it's kind of confusing. Are these active noise canceling? Are they noise reducing? What's the difference? Why are they called that? Let's try to explain. The easiest way to explain the difference based on what I've researched, what I've read, is that Bose actually worked with Amazon to create the Echo Buds and to incorporate noise cancellation technology into them. But likely because of licensing issues here, Bose wasn't allowing Amazon to actually call these Echo Buds active noise canceling, so they're just calling them active noise reducing. These are basically active noise canceling. They're active noise reducing, that's what they're actually called, but in my experience, they're pretty much ANC earbuds for most intents and purposes. So how is the active noise reduction on the Echo Buds? The active noise reduction, actually really impressive, really good actually. The Echo Buds do a really good job of reducing out the ambient noise around you. Almost all ambient noises seem to be reduced or, to be honest, canceled out when using these things. And that's probably in part because of the phenomenal passive noise reduction that you get with the Echo Buds design. There's a well-executed seal that is made in your ear canal that helps the Echo Buds to really keep out ambient noise before even turning on the active noise reduction. The only thing I will say about the active noise reduction built into these though, that Bose A&R, is that there does seem to be a rather noticeable hiss in the earbuds themselves. It's not an annoying hiss, but it's a very clear kind of present white noise hiss. That's probably part of the noise reduction technology, I get that. Not the end of the world, not even a bad thing. It's kind of somewhat of a pleasant kind of hiss if you wanted white noise. It's kind of like built in, if you want to look at it that way. Not intrusive, not bad, not super loud, but there nonetheless. And honestly, you can't even hear that white noise when obviously you're playing audio or music. So just something to keep in mind though, you do have sort of a very noticeable hiss when you're wearing these in your ears. So even taking that into consideration, all in all, the active noise reduction on the Echo Buds, I'm very pleasantly surprised. The active noise reduction seems a lot more like active noise cancellation, even though it's just called active noise reduction. So a huge pass when it comes to active noise reduction on the Echo Buds. On the other side of things though, we do have a pass-through mode on the Echo Buds. Pass-through mode is very similar to the other kind of transparency modes you're probably used to hearing about or reading about on other earbuds. And basically how pass-through mode works is instead of canceling out or reducing ambient noises, the earbuds will actually amplify those ambient noises in your ear so you could actually hear them. It's supposed to be like what you would hear without earbuds actually in your ear. And why would you want that? Well, sometimes it's actually important to hear ambient noises around you, or maybe you're about to have a quick conversation and don't want to have to actually take the echo buds out of your ear to have one. So the pass-through mode actually allows you to toggle into pass-through mode so you could hear ambient noises, have conversations, or hear announcements if you're on a train or something like that without having to take the echo buds out and being able to hear those noises through the echo buds, even with them still in your ear. A very helpful mode to have, a mode you'll probably actually find yourself using more often than you might think. And on the echo buds, that pass-through mode could actually even be further customized within the Alexa app on your companion device that you paired them up to change the level of ambient noise amplification volume in your ear. So you actually have control over how loud those ambient noises are in your ear when you have pass-through mode on. Super nice to have, and then toggling in between active noise reduction mode and pass-through mode, super easy to do if you have it set up with one of the gestures, like we'll talk about in just a second, where you just double tap and you're toggling between different modes. Pass-through mode, kind of a must in any pair of earbuds these days. It allows you to actually be able to toggle and hear the ambient noises around you without having to take the echo buds out. Once they're in, they're in. You don't have to worry about it. So pass-through mode, definite little clap there because it works and it works well. But back to those gesture controls we were just talking about on the echo buds. Couple things we do have to talk about here. Yes, you do get gesture controls on the echo buds when they're actually in your ear. They are tap-based gesture controls, and you are pretty darn limited in terms of the different number of taps you have available to you. At least they're there, at least you have gesture controls, but as you're about to see, you're pretty severely limited. But the gesture controls on the echo buds are tap-based, and on each echo bud, you only get 2 of them. That's probably the most upsetting thing out of all this, is the fact that they're tap-based, and even with tap-based, you only get 2 different tap functions on each echo bud for a total of 4 gestures total. It would have been nice to have single, double, or triple tap functionality built into these things, but you don't. You simply have just a double tap or a tap and hold option on each. And I think if we had additional tap functionality, that might have paved the way for maybe down the line on earbud volume control too, kind of an option, but with the way these things are set up with just that double tap or tap and hold option, that doesn't really seem to be very likely. But right there, you can see the limitations I'm talking about. Only 4 gesture controls total, so you're gonna have to pick and choose wisely which ones you wanna actually use on these echo buds. So I definitely would like to have seen more gesture controls on the echo buds. We kind of have a severe lack in terms of customization there, but it is what it is. At least we get some. But arguably the most important thing to consider when using any pair of headphones or earbuds on the market today, obviously has to be sound quality. And on the echo buds, this is where things kind of go downhill. They are Bluetooth 5.0, so they've got that working for them for lower power consumption and a solid range. But even with dual balanced amateur drivers built into these things, you're limited on codec support, limiting your high-res audio. But without getting too confusing, let's just talk about the sound quality in general. Let me start off by saying on the echo buds, the sound quality isn't bad. I wanna make that clear. The sound quality isn't horrible. You do have some bass that you're working with. You do have the mids and the highs, but it's not great. This is the weird thing, is that depending on the volume level you're actually listening to these echo buds at, the EQ isn't really balanced. There's this weird kind of sweet spot on the echo buds, and I found that to be right around like 85%, maybe 90% volume when you're listening on your connected device. And at that sweet spot, there seems to be a pretty good, decently balanced soundstage where the bass is balanced with the mids and the highs. But as soon as you start listening at a volume below that sweet spot volume, the bass kind of takes over, and if you listen above that sweet spot volume, the bass kind of falls off. So below that sweet spot, the bass is kind of muddying out the mids and the highs, and above that sweet spot, you kind of just hear only mids and highs. So that's pretty frustrating, and you do have options to actually adjust the EQ in the Alexa app. I didn't find that to help at all. The EQ balance just doesn't seem to be balanced throughout the volume spectrum. And that's frustrating because you will want to hear that quality at the 85 to 90% volume at probably close to 100% volume, and that's another issue here because I constantly wish these echo buds actually got even louder than they do in my ear. I'm listening at 100% sometimes, and I wish they were even louder than that. You do have some things that you're working with here in terms of the soundstage, but mostly just when you're listening at that sweet spot volume level, because below that, you'll be hearing a lot of bass, mostly just bass, and above that, you'll be hearing a lot less bass and mostly just mids and highs, so not a whole lot going on for you there. Again, not terrible sound quality, but I do think at the price range, you probably could do a little bit better in terms of sound quality on the Echo Buds. And then last but not least, we do have a few additional features we gotta talk about here. First of all, keep in mind the Echo Buds are sweat resistant. So if you're gonna use them for any kind of physical activity, if you're working out, if you're jogging, if you're running, you should be good to go. Like we showed earlier, they're not gonna fall out of your ears, and then you don't have to worry about sweating or getting them a little bit wet because they are water resistant with an IPX4 rating. You also do get built-in proximity sensors for auto pause of audio when removing the Echo Buds from your ears, and 3 different microphones per earbud for enhanced microphone quality. And then in terms of battery life, battery's actually pretty impressive, on par for what is the typical average that you're getting with these earbuds these days. You get 5 hours of playback on the Echo Buds on a full charge, with the case itself holding 20 hours of playback juice. And in case you're wondering, yes, you do get a quick charge feature. Thank goodness, because that's important. Quick charge, rapid charge, fast charge, or whatever you want to call it, kind of a must-have in my book these days when it comes to our electronics. We're constantly on the go. Sometimes you're in a pinch of time. You just want to be able to use these for an hour or 2 at a time with just a quick charge. So in case you're wondering, 15-minute charge on the Echo Buds, 2 hours of playback. Pretty good ratio there. If your Echo Buds are dead, you just pop them into your case, and so long as your Echo Buds case has juice, there's a 15-minute charge in the case, 2 hours of playback on the Echo Buds themselves, so I like it. And then in terms of charging the case itself, kind of a bummer here. These are not truly wireless earbuds because in order to charge up the case, it's micro USB based. It is not Qi wireless compatible, so you won't be able to put this on a wireless charger of any kind. Kind of annoying. I'm all about that wireless charge lifestyle these days. Pretty much everything I own is wireless charge capable, so to not have that in the Echo Buds, kind of a bummer. And then it's kind of surprising that these are micro USB based as opposed to USB-C. That's kind of personal preference. Doesn't make a huge difference, but I would like to have seen at least USB-C. They're not Qi wireless compatible. So in terms of the charging, the battery life is pretty good, but the actual charging itself and the charging of the case, kind of a womp womp situation there. So at the end of the day, the Amazon Echo Buds, pretty cool products, some cool ideas, some cool features, but are they actually worth it? I do think they kind of fall short in terms of value, especially when you start comparing them to other earbuds on the market available in the same price range. But they do have some things going for them. Very impressive active noise reduction because Amazon worked with Bose to make that happen. Hands-free Alexa, pretty cool to have, and pretty good in terms of battery. So got some things working for it. But also, on the other end of things, definitely some room for improvement when it comes to the design. Maybe things could feel a little bit more premium. Definitely when it comes to the sound quality, things could sound a little bit better. And most certainly when it comes to charging. Hopefully a few more additional options for charging, maybe in the Echo Buds too. If you guys want more information on the Amazon Echo Buds, you guys could actually check out my affiliate link for them by heading to bmac.link/EchoBuds. That is bmac.link/EchoBuds to find out more information about the Echo Buds or to snag a pair of your own. And as always, please do not forget to comment down below your thoughts on the Echo Buds. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Are you getting yourself a pair? Comment your thoughts down below, letting me know. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm gonna end up trying out so many different pairs of earbuds this year, I should really consider changing my name from BMAC to BudsMac. Nope, just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. That sounded a lot better in my head than out loud. Disregard.